Alright, updates out. I'm a little annoyed because Flashbulb has decided, and you can see there, has decided that it would be funny to unbind all of the controls from this plane that I have literally just made. But oh well, I've had to rebind all of these myself and it still doesn't work, so I'm going to have to look at that a little bit more. But that is not why I'm here. And you can see I've had a little test of the air intakes. Which, don't worry about that right now. I want to make a radar. I really badly want to make a radar now. But these things can still only go 50 meters. This game, I think a meter is about that long. I could be wrong. Let's test to see. Is 50 meters longer than the carrier? If I keep walking backwards on the inside of this pipe, it stops at about there and it can't see me anymore. Right here. So it's like it's halfway. That's all the range we have. Try and go out a little more. Nope, that's it. That's all the range we have. If I go closer, I can see it. This isn't good. That's not anywhere near far enough. I needed to be so much farther than that. Further than that. So, I'm going to start a campaign. This campaign's goal is to get the developers to either increase the limit of the distance sensor to a massive amount. I'm talking like 1,500 meters. Let's have a look at the altitude sensor. Does it go up in meters? It does. So the world ceiling, I'm assuming, goes well above 2,000 meters. If we can get the distance sensor to have a max read setting to 200 meters, could you imagine how nuts that would be? Because, need I not remind you, now we have variable outputs. Yeah, that's a bit better. There we go. So now that it's giving a measurement, this is very possible. But it just can't go, it cannot go far enough for us to be able to do anything cool. And I don't like that. So this is the campaign. I either want them to up this to 2,000 meters. 2,000 meters, max setting. Or can they create something that is similar to a distance sensor that can look and find something, maybe, I don't know, like a radar array, something that can fire off a wave and wait for it to come back. That would be just as good. That would be awesome with infinite range, you know what I mean? I feel like that would be cool. To start this campaign, I am going to be creating a plane famous for its strong radar. Also helped now by the fact that we have this air intake, which very, very funny enough looks a lot like the air intake used on the plane. And it looks a little something like that. As a little hint for you, maybe like that. It is made by the Soviet Union, and for some reason America was very, very scared of it until they actually got their hands on one from a pilot who ran away from the Soviet Union and realized it was very, very bad. That's right, it's the MiG-25. I'm going to make a MiG-25 right now. This is going to start off the campaign. But here I go. I'm constructing now. I'm going to make it. Alright, so here I have it. My MiG-25. I've taken a kind of weird approach to this because I realized far too late that these engines are 4x4 and I'd made it an odd number across. So what I've done is I've just centered them using that little piston trick there. It's slightly out. So they are, I think they are, yeah, they're centered. They're nicely centered. The reason why the tails do that is because it's a little hard to attach things to these because they only have those 8 attachment points around the outside. So what I've done is I've put the steering hinges inside and just turned them up a little bit more than what you would normally see. It still works perfectly fine. Little heavy in the back, so when I'm taxiing about, if it even wants to do that, it's trying. It really is trying its hardest. It does like to tip backwards. But other than that, I like this thing a lot. I did not expect this to turn out quite as nicely as it has. This new map is really cool. I've been flying around it and it's pretty awesome. So I've treated this thing a little bit like the real one, even though I've been a bit generous because really the turning circle would be a lot bigger than that in reality. Flies pretty much straight, pitches down a little bit. I can just like up the number by 1 though. And as a reminder, the reason I made this is because it's famous for having a very, very powerful radar, and I want to be able to make a radar in this game. So this is my first entry into the campaign to get Flashbulb to up that distance sensor max range to 2,000 meters. Imagine the stuff you could do. Imagine everything you could do, and it was put to 2,000 meters. Just get that number. Just get it past 50, because 50 is nothing. It is nothing. And now that these are super useful... Is that a bug? I think that's probably a bug, isn't it? It's not showing on the other side. Alright, that's fine. Doesn't matter. I want you to tell everyone you know about this campaign if you agree with what I'm saying. I want that distance sensor. I want that range maxed. I want it 2,000 meters. 2,000 meters. Anyway, that's all I wanted to do. Anyway, I'm leaving it here. I will see you again probably pretty soon to test out more of this new update because it is looking pretty cool right now. But yeah, I just wanted to get that little I don't know, yap session, I guess, out the way. Can you imagine like this thing in the future though? Like if they do up the range, where I have like a pod on the bottom, which is just flickering distance sensors, right, flickering back and forth, that I can have missiles on the wings that follow where that's pointing to. It'd be so awesome. That would be so cool. That'd be sick. Maybe.